All right, if you look at the chart, this is interesting, okay, because the stock has shifted from recovery into consolidation again. So the reason I say this is, let's take a look. So you will see that there was a channel here. There was a channel and perfect range. And then what happened? It just broke out of the channel, looked bullish, sustained beyond the channel, right? Beyond the channel, you could see it sustain. And then it tried several times to break through the resistance area here, resistance zone. It couldn't. Now it's entered into a consolidation stage. It appears to be like that, right? So let me take out the channel here. Now we are looking at a consolidation phase. Okay, the price is around 439. It's at 439. That's where it is as of yesterday. That is Friday. And here is what stands out. It's above the, let's turn on EMAs. It's above both 20 and 50 EMA. And short-term structures is still positive, even though it seems to be in a consolidation phase. I would still see it as positive. Price is not trending strongly anymore. Like when it broke out of the range here, it was strong, but that momentum it couldn't sustain. It's moving sideways after that bounce, right? In terms of support and resistance zones, I've marked them for you. So let me turn off the EMA. Now we are looking at the first support zone, which is here. That is 430 to 435. It definitely held on to it. You could see it several times. It didn't go below that range. Recently you could see that happening. And the next stronger support is around 400 to 420. So this range we are looking at, it's again here it held on to. It didn't break down further below it too many times. I'm sure here also it did offer some kind of support in the past around 2026 January 1st, first week, something like that. So definitely that served as a support in the past as well, that zone. In terms of resistance, the immediate resistance is around 440 to 450. The blue one here. Definitely it tried several times to break through it. It couldn't. Even in the month of March, it tried multiple days. On multiple days, it couldn't break through it. It fell down, and again the same thing we see happening. It is not able to go beyond this 440 to 450 range. And the next resistance I see is above 470. So 470 plus, I would see next resistance. It only comes into picture after a clean breakout. So it has to break out of this 440 to 450 range and then sustain. Only then we could be looking at a move towards 470, and in that time, and at that time 470 becomes the next resistance. If we look at the momentum, MACD is at negative 2.9, still slightly negative, but very close to turning positive. It's not a big negative number, so it is likely to turn to a positive number. Momentum is improving, but since it is negative, I'm not able to say that it's fully bullish yet. And we are looking at RSI here. RSI is 52, slightly above 50, and that shows mild bullish momentum. Moving averages, we had just seen it. Let me turn those on again. 20 EMA and 50 EMA. Short-term strength is there, but needs breakout confirmation. Just because the price is above both 20 and 50 EMA doesn't necessarily mean bullish momentum. We are looking for a strong breakout, and the price should hold above that range. Let me turn off so the chart looks little bit more cleaner. Last 5 days of price action. Let's go back in time and see. On April 8th, again, this is the day when it broke out of the range. It was strongly bullish because after several days of staying within the range, I had drawn that range earlier. Let me draw it again here. It was like a very long range here we had, and after so many days the breakout happened, and it was very powerful. So you could see that a very bullish move toward from 410 to 440 plus one single day. That was the kind of momentum we have seen. And then on April 9th and 10th, right? On April 9th and 10th, it tested again higher levels near 445. Like I said, it couldn't break through. It again fell back. On April 13th, you will see that a pullback happened towards 430. And now on April 17th, we are looking at again we are seeing a doji or spinning top near 440. That's important. So putting all together, all these observations, when I put it all together, what it tells me is every time price reaches 440 to 450, sellers are stepping in and they are pushing the price down. They are not allowing it to break out of that resistance zone. So what I'm seeing is a strong move, repeated rejection, and tight consolidation is what it display at TMCV. So what would I watch next? This is where I think we should focus. Bullish scenario, if price breaks or sustains above 445 to 450, breaks and sustains, both are important, then momentum can pick up towards 470. Bearish scenario, if price falls again and breaks below 430, if the first support zone is broken, it falls below it, in that case it could drop towards 410 to 400 ish range we are looking at. So right now 430 to 450 is your key range. So that's where we are looking at. The 430 to 450 range is what the key range for us. And this zone becomes important for the next big move. So what happens in this zone, whether it falls down or goes up and sustains, is what decides where the price could go. So the final bias is short term. It remains sideways, which is quite obvious here, with slight bullish tilt. Like I said, it's based on the price holding above both short-term moving averages 20 and 50. RSI is slightly positive. I just mentioned that, but resistance is still not broken. That also we covered, and we have looked at repeated rejections, and we are looking at doji formation in 2 subsequent days, confirming indecision in the market. Thank you so much for staying with me in this video, and note that this is for educational purposes only, not to be taken as financial advice.